Hello, everyone. Welcome to Carriage Bingo Edition. We are playing bingo, making up our own slots in preparation for the PlayStation 5 event on Thursday, June 4th. It's exciting. Joe, are you excited?
Yes.
Nice. That's Joe, as always, and that's me, Jacob. We are brothers. We tell stories here on YouTube, if you aren't familiar. We do Let's Plays a lot of times. And anymore, we just do the occasional Zoomcast. But hopefully that will change soonish. But all right, Joe. So in order, we got some bingo cards here. You can kind of see my little, I don't know, it's how well it comes through.
Yeah, it's super rough. Lazy Sunday.
Lazy Sunday, wake up in the late afternoon. And then also with that, Joe and I, to make things interesting, so we have our blank bingo cards. And then if you can see here, we have a list. Joe and I went through and we made 50 predictions, if you will, that we will each take turns picking for our own bingo cards. So in order to decide who picks first, Joe has a coin, I presume. All right. So
Okay.
I'll say heads.
Okay. I'll also say heads.
Okay.
Heads.
Wait, let me see that coin for a second. Trick coin.
Yep.
Just
You
as I
got me.
thought. Okay,
You
so
wanted to be
that
one of
means
Don
that I get the
Corneo's
first
girls.
pick. What's that?
You wanted to be one of Don Corneo's girls.
Don Corneo, please.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, free bingo slot card. We are excited about the PlayStation 5 reveal event on Thursday, June 4th. And at this PlayStation 5 reveal event, should we say what we know, basically, at this point on Sunday, May 31st? I mean, I'm sure there's lots of rumors out there, and we got some rumors in here.
Um, I I think it's just that there will be games is
There
the
will
only
be
thing that
games.
we know. Other
Okay.
than that, like, have you heard anything else?
No. So we know that there's going to be some games. We're excited. All right. So maybe I'll go through the list of things that we have here first, just so people kind of are familiar with what we're thinking of.
Okay.
All right.
Do we want to
So,
alternate?
yeah. So you want to alternate reading? All right. So first off, we have Demon's Souls remake, presumably by Blue Point, if this is indeed correct. But that's what we're going with.
Who most recently remade Shadow of the Colossus?
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that's been rumored for a long time. Now seems like it would be the time to show it. Next up is Final Fantasy 16,
Horizon 2.
God of War 2, or the sequel to the soft reboot.
Mm-hmm. PlayStation 1 backwards compatibility, and specifically, you would have to be able to put a PS1 disc into your PlayStation 5 and it would work.
Say number 6 is the same, but for PlayStation 2 discs.
And then same with PS3 discs. So each one has their own separate number.
Bingo slot.
Single slot.
Okay. Ape Escape.
Some sort of Ape Escape game.
Yeah.
Some sort of Ratchet and Clank game.
Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac.
Savage Starlight, which would be by Naughty Dog. That was in The Last of Us 1. The posters for Savage Starlight, a sci-fi game.
It was also in Uncharted 4.
Was it?
Yeah, I was just about to spoil
We'll
something.
just say Cassie.
Yeah. Cassie's bedroom, she has a Savage Starlight comics,
Oh, okay.
I think. Starfield by Bethesda Games.
Dragon Age 4.
Silent Hill.
This is part
Presumably,
of the rumors that are kind
the
of going
rumors of
around.
a soft Silent Hill reboot by
Toyama.
yeah, Toyama, the creator of the series.
Uh,
Um,
a new game by Kojima slash Kojima revealing himself.
okay, will that work if he doesn't announce a game? He's just at the event,
If
or
he's
like
at the event, he's going to
if it,
reveal something.
okay. What if there's a video of just developers saying nice things about the PlayStation 5, but he doesn't show a game? Does that still count?
No, it has to be a game.
Okay, all right. Just making sure. The next is Elden Ring. That it's already been announced for current gen systems, but they literally have showed nothing. Like we have no idea what Elden Ring is, presumably because actually I have no idea. But maybe this would be a good event to show that off.
It's a little bit soon, but Days Gone 2.
Um, this next prediction is that the PlayStation 5 will be more than $500, which I
Our
think
next,
would surprise me.
yeah, and maybe we should say that is that not all of these things on our bingo list is something that we're rooting for or hoping for, or even necessarily will think will happen. It's
It's
just
just possibilities.
possibilities, fun things to take risks on, bets. Um, so number 19 in our list is that there will be a PC version also announced of some games.
Like Horizon, like Death Stranding.
Yeah. So it'll
Uh,
be like, you see Horizon 2 and it's also coming to PC.
oh, one of my dogs is having a dream. She okay?
Yeah, she's okay.
I think she's chasing something
She might be.
in her dream.
Dogs do that.
Yeah, I know. Okay. The next is that Mark Cerny, his visage will be used in the presentation. You will see Mark Cerny.
Okay. And then likewise, you will see Jim Ryan.
President of PlayStation, right? Is that his title?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You will see the next one is no indies during the presentation. No indie games.
No indie games. Ready at Dawn's new game. Ready at Dawn, who made Order 1886.
It's been a long time since they've made a big game. It seems like about the right time.
We're at 24, Joe.
Oh yeah. This is a really, really long shot. Dragon Quest 12.
Number 25 is. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say how unlikely I think that is.
Hey, maybe I think it's gonna happen. I got some inside scoops, Joe. Sony first party JRPG. Another unlikely one, but hey.
Okay, now a much more likely Knack 3.
And then also more likely than Dragon Quest 12 or first party role playing game, a new Killzone.
That's so sad. That's so sad. Okay, a Metal Gear Solid remake.
Okay, possibly by Blue Point. We got a couple duplicates in here where like maybe that some negate each other. Resident Evil 8 being announced and shown.
Could be. The next is Project Re-Fantasy by the creators of Persona 3, 4, and 5.
And Catherine.
Yeah.
And then Persona 6, which is not created by that same team, but
right.
a separate team, a newly created team. Right.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
think
known.
I think that is the case. That those are now distinct studios. Gran Turismo 7 by Polyphony Digital.
A new mascot fighting game something like PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
People
Maybe
love
not
that
by
first
that
one.
name, but something like that. What's that, Joe?
People love that first one.
Yeah, I know. It's really beloved. I think people really like it more than Smash Brothers. In fact, did Smash Brothers steal that idea?
Almost certainly. An Epic Games partnership.
Cool.
Whether something with now that Epic Games is a publisher themselves. I'm not exactly sure. Like interactivity with the Epic Game Store. What are you thinking? Or just any of it?
Yeah, like they bring out some representative from Epic Games to say, we're happy to announce our collaboration. We're bringing Epic Games to, whatever, some sort of PR spiel about Epic and Sony together.
So like, was it Tim Sweeney from Epic? Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Half-Life Alyx, but for PlayStation VR.
Mm-hmm.
That has recently come out in PC.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
PlayStation 7 remake.
No more needed. Nothing else needed to say about that.
No.
Did you say the next one, Joe?
PlayStation 7 remake part 2.
PlayStation 7 remake?
Final Fantasy 7 remake part 2. Got some neurons crossed there.
Also with the Half-Life Alyx PSVR thing, counterpoint, no VR is our next possibility.
I'm kind of hoping that, I don't know, maybe that's unfair because I just don't have an interest in it. And that's another thing that we know, that the presentation is going to be about an hour. And anytime there's it seems like they would have a lot to show, and anytime they would be spending time talking about something I don't care about, it feels like it's taking away something that could be cool.
But you need that. You need those moments like that, though, that where you can just like check out, because it can't be all killer,
Okay, you need some potato filler.
You got the next one, buddy.
No price announcement.
They hide the price from us. No box announcement. We don't get to see what the PS5 itself looks like.
Okay. And this is a weird one that Jacob came up with. Somebody during the presentation will give an apology for something.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that apology is for, but someone will apologize.
Okay. In a similar vein, somebody during the presentation will utter the words verbatim, "trying times."
Mm-hmm. The next one is maybe kind of unlikely, but that it will be pushed into 2021. No PS5 in 2020. The release will be delayed into 2021.
Another potential, no next gen exclusive games at the launch of the PS5.
Mm-hmm. So like there will be a game maybe launched with it, but it will also be available on PS4.
Right.
They will show an enhanced PS4 game
running on PS5.
So like Spider-Man on PS5, what that looks like, Horizon, whatever, Ghost of Tsushima.
That Harry Potter game that leaked a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll show that.
And it resurfaced. It was supposed to be announced at E3 if E3 hadn't been canceled this year.
Oh yeah, and didn't Warner Brothers actually tweet that was the case?
I don't know if they tweeted that or how that.
It seemed like there was some sort of official confirmation somewhere.
Yeah. Dragon's Dogma 2. You think about a history, Deep Down being shown at the PS4 reveal. Maybe we get Dragon's Dogma 2. Capcom love.
That would be sweet. Beyond Good and Evil 2, shown in E3. Was that 2018?
Yeah, it's been forever.
It's been forever. Seems like it's probably a next gen exclusive game. Maybe they show that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a couple of freebie spaces, and we got to choose for our middle for N3.
So because I won, so do you do bingo cards as you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a section? Oh yeah, I guess you
Going
do.
down. Yeah, so in proper bingo, you need somebody reading out, 2I, B5.
Wow. Okay, I just did bingo on both sides. BB. Yeah, it works.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, our free spaces, I get the first pick because I won the coin flip. So I can either choose for my free space that on Recetera, there will be during and after this presentation, Switch port bagging, or I can pick that there will be PC port bagging. So
it's funny
those
because
are a
it's
given.
true.
That will happen.
Which did you pick?
I'm going with Switch port bagging.
Okay, and then I will take PC port bagging because I have to.
Or you could just give up your free space and give it to me.
All right.
That's good. So we have 48 items remaining. Joe and I each have 24 slots on our bingo cards. Feels good. So I get the first draft, I guess, huh? And I think just for like clarity, because I'm not going to have like any visual on screen of our bingo cards changing. I'm just going to be going in BINGO 1 row, BINGO 2 row, just all the way down, just so you know that I'm not like randomly filling it in.
And will we be doing some sort of follow-up after the event?
Yeah, if we feel like it.
Yeah, the event will have to be very depressing for us to not do that.
So Joe, getting first blood here, I'm conflicted because I don't know if I want to go with ones that my heart says yes, or if I want to go with ones that are like, that's a sure bet. You know what I mean?
Do you
Like
want
my
do you want to
heart.
be do you want to be a winner or a dreamer?
Yeah. You
What's
want
it
to
going
be
to
a
be?
Michael Huber? Or do you want to be a not Michael Huber? Okay, first one, I'm going to take number 2, Final Fantasy 16.
Oh.
What are you waving at?
Just the misses. Okay. Final Fantasy 16 is gone. You've chosen to be a dreamer.
Dreamer mode activated, but it also is actually kind of slightly possible because it was rumored.
Dude, would be so cool. I'm gonna be more realistic, and I'm gonna say Demon Souls remake.
That's more realistic.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Wow.
You don't have a Jason Schreier every day saying that Final Fantasy 16 is just about to drop.
Yeah, and Jason Schreier's never wrong.
I mean, it's when you quadruple down on something, and
Makes
you're
me
in
want it to be wrong even more. I want it to be like a Bloodborne remake.
Okay, I'm taking Demon Souls.
All right, and Joe, also when I'm so be sure to scratch off the ones I take too.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take Horizon 2.
Okay.
I know that's more of your bag, but I feel like that's actually going to be there.
No, I can guarantee it.
You
Actually, no, I
you can
can't.
personally guarantee
I
Horizon
can
2 is going to
guarantee
be
it.
there?
If it's wrong, you can sue me. No, like I mean, that if there was ever a chance, like this is like Guerrilla Games is, they're so good at making very pretty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what is this presentation about? It's about excitement around the PlayStation brand, right? And
Yeah.
like, what's more exciting than like a new console than the most gorgeous fucking thing you've ever seen?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Guerrilla Games could do that.
Sure. Yeah. Guaranteed. Lock it in.
Um, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go for Ratchet and Clank.
Okay. Which number is that? Oh, found it.
9.
Okay.
It seems like Insomniac Games, recently acquired by Sony. They have 2 different studios.
Mm-hmm. North
One,
Carolina and like Santa Monica,
Burbank,
Burbank, somewhere in California.
right? It's since the 2016 Ratchet and Clank remake. That other studio, as far as I know, hasn't worked on anything or hasn't released anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 4 years.
Yeah, that's a good bet. I'll take Silent Hill.
You bastard.
I feel like I feel bad.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take Koji Pro,
Okay.
a new game by Hideo Kojima.
I think so far we've both picked in fairly likely ones.
And the thing is like Kojima, like he's no stranger to like the ink has dried on his contract and him announcing something.
Yeah. I mean, you
You
think
know.
about it was like December 2015. Hey, I'm working with Sony to, that E3.
It was 2016. He got fired in 2015.
Yeah, but he remember like it
Oh
was at
yeah,
the end of
you were right.
2015 that
You were
he's
right.
like,
You
I'm
were
working
right.
with Sony. Here's me and Andrew House. And then that E3 2016, he shows Death Stranding. So like Death Stranding comes out in November last year. He has, whatever, 6 months to get something ready.
Yeah, I bet he could do it. And especially now that that studio is more established,
Yeah.
they have more permanent employees. I guess COVID might, be slowing things down. And I know that they had to close the studio for at least some time because one of their employees had become infected.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, he also was quoted recently with one of his games fell through. So
Oh yeah.
it's possible you'll be waiting for like a Jeff Keighley thing.
Um,
Okay, I'm going to take Jim Ryan, number 21, Jim Ryan.
okay.
Jim Ryan will
And
reveal himself.
before you take it, I'm gonna take Mark Cerny.
Okay. Fair trade.
They're probably both going to be on the presentation.
I feel like we're
Actually,
starting to get into a little bit more risky territory here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the VR question, right? VR or not to VR? I'm going to say no VR.
Oh, okay. And to counter that, I'm going to say Half-Life Alyx for PSVR.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say number 45, show enhanced PS4 game.
Okay, good one. I'm gonna say Starfield.
Okay. I think is that confirmed next gen only here?
Yep. Remember they did when they first showed it when it was just a logo. And they showed Starfield and then Elder Scrolls 6 like back to back, and they
Yeah.
said these are next gen exclusives.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like this would be the time. I honestly thought we'd see Starfield at that Microsoft thing, the Microsoft
Yeah.
third-party game showcase, and then that was just like just total wet fart, and you know,
Yeah, I think it's maybe that the reason that showcase was so, I mean, crummy, that Sony has locked down like all of the really exciting third party marketing deals.
hmm
You know, just if nobody knows what those mean, it just when you watch a video game commercial and then it has either Xbox or PlayStation at the end of the ad.
yeah, yeah,
So like your game isn't exclusive to a system, but like you want the first party wants to their brand to be associated with your game, and then their contracts drawn up and stuff. It's actually a little bit silly when you think about it. Okay, did I just go? Yes, I
yeah.
did.
You pick Starfield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Elden Ring, 16.
Okay, 16. Elden Ring. Oh, same scenario. Do you think Microsoft has Elden Ring marketing?
I don't know, dude. I honestly feel like they don't have a lot of co-marketing deals after that third-party thing.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
because
just because the Elden Ring CG concept trailer was shown first at Microsoft.
No, that was shown at the Game Awards.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wasn't it? Or
yeah.
was it shown at Microsoft's conference?
I can't
You
remember.
might be
I think it
right.
was Microsoft. I think it was, and maybe that wasn't like a marketing deal. It's just because PlayStation wasn't there. Like maybe that's
Yeah.
not even a marketing thing. It was just like, well, we got to show her. It's E3. We're going to show her thing, and this is the only place we can do it.
Well, the crazy thing is, yeah, I guess I mean, I feel like Microsoft would have shown their co-marketing deals at that thing if they had any, other than Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Uh, did you pick?
Yeah, I said Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring. Right. Okay. I'm going to say I'm just gonna vote with my heart here and say Dragon Quest 12.
Nice. I respect it. I thought that was going to be like the last pick.
It is maybe the least likely of any of these.
It's a dream pick.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna say Ape Escape, number 8.
That's another one of those that's been rumored for a long time. But it's also
Yeah.
like a weird one because it never seems like it was that popular.
No, but I mean, like they made a weird remake of Medieval.
Which seemed actually less popular. But I mean, that remake, it didn't look like they'd spent a lot of money.
I guess it just seems like Ape Escape has, like, some people have a very fond memory of Ape Escape, and it was kind of a mascot for a long time. I imagine it being remade like a Crash Bandicoot remake style.
But okay, oh, but to demonstrate what I mean by how like budget the medieval remake was, when they first announced it, they went to the internet and used fan art of in the promotion in the announcement. You remember when that happened?
No, I don't remember the
Some
fan.
like fan
Did they
artists.
get
It's like,
permission?
no, Like they just like pull it offline.
That's not right.
Well, I mean, I wonder if they just assumed they were like doing a Google search, just like, oh, no fan of medieval would like.
There's never been any fan art made of this game.
Well, no, like it's like it looked very nice. It was of like a re-rendering of the original logo. Like, oh, this must be official, right? And
Oh,
it wasn't.
funny.
It was just a fan thing.
Oh,
Uh,
hopefully that fan got paid.
hopefully.
I picked Ape Escape.
Oh, Ape Escape, yes. I'm gonna go Spider-Man 2.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm drawing it back in. Like I went too crazy there. I've got to like, I'm fishtailing.
Well, I don't know if Spider-Man. I feel like Spider-Man 2 is. It's one of those things where, like, they would potentially have something ready to show, because of what it came out in 2017.
No, 2018, same year as God of War.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been 2 years. But I mean, the thing is they can show things at this presentation that are years out.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how these things are often done.
I mean, I wonder though if Marvel would say, "Don't, we don't want you to show that because we don't want it to compete with our Avengers game."
Well, I mean, the thing is like that just seems like Marvel's not scared of, and Disney aren't scared of like promoting a bunch of different Marvel properties all at once. Like they're not competing against each other. They're like supporting.
Oh, okay.
All of the excitement around the brand is all supporting it itself.
Sure. Yeah.
You know.
All right. So you pick Spider-Man 2. Okay. I'm gonna say no indies. Number 22.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it would probably, that wouldn't be a very exciting thing to announce.
But I mean, not to just keep
Like,
bringing Microsoft in. Microsoft showed a bunch of indies at their thing.
right, and people weren't. That's when you're going to be like buying brand new hardware that's supposed to be like the next generation. You don't want to see a bunch of games that look like the previous generation.
Mm-hmm.
As and that's just by the nature of indie development. You're not going to be like, you're not going to be setting graphical standards just because you don't have the budget for it. Okay, but speaking of games that could look very nice on PlayStation 5, I'm going to say the Ready at Dawn game.
Okay.
If there is a Ready at Dawn game. I don't know how they keep their doors open if they're not making games.
It seems like, weren't they making like VR games or something?
I know, but like that's not big business. Like, just the install base is so small, they have to not be making money. Even if they're breaking even, it doesn't seem like it's big business.
No. Okay. I'm gonna say Resident Evil 8.
Oh, nice one.
29.
Yeah, also a bunch of rumors about that.
Werewolves.
Yeah, it was the project used to be Resident Evil Revelations 3, and then got repurposed to be Resident Evil 8.
Hopefully it stars Carlos.
The rumors say Ethan from Resident Evil 7, but rumors.
Oh, barf. Just barf in my mouth.
Ready at Dawn, Resident Evil 8. I'm gonna say MGS Metal Gear Solid remake.
Okay. Joe.
Kind of a long shot. But like, the things is like in this kind of like age of the really good remake, with the Resident Evil 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 and Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Man, I want to see Metal Gear Solid get that treatment.
That would be cool. I think Final Fantasy VII and yeah, definitely those RE remakes really shifted my perspective on the power of that. Because I think, you look at Twin Snakes and you go, like it can be done poorly.
Right.
So you need
But yeah,
someone.
the power of people who love the source material.
Yeah. Smurfs?
Oh no, it's somebody's phone is ringing.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say who.
All right. So Joe, I've been going. I'm playing it smart, okay? Like you getting some dreams in there. I'm not going for dreams here. I'm playing to win. New Killzone.
Man, I would just the thought of it makes me want to groan. But the thing is maybe like they could reinvent Killzone to be good.
Yeah, sure. Like Shadowfall.
It seems like Guerrilla, and I mean it's just like one game, but it seems like they're a different studio than the ones that used to make Killzone.
Yeah, they do. A lot of the studios feel that way.
Yeah. If you're gonna be boring, I'm gonna be boring. I'm gonna say Gran Turismo 7.
Okay. That is a total boring pick. I'm gonna say, let's just keep it rolling. Knack 3, baby. Let's go.
Knack 3. Yeah. You know what? I'm tired of being boring. First party Japanese role playing game.
Okay.
I don't know who would be making it. I think MediaVision is still around.
Sure. Well, okay, here's the thing. There's like some of the rumors that counteract each other. So if the Silent Hill stuff is fake, Toyama's team or, something like that could be making, because like Gravity Rush has RPG elements,
and it looks like a Japanese role playing game.
Yeah, so like if that team, if they're not making a Silent Hill thing, could be making some sort of role playing game thing.
Could be cool.
I'm gonna pick Someone Will Apologize for Something. Number 41. Okay.
And since we're down on that end of the list, I'm gonna say somebody will say verbatim, trying times.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna Harry Potter game. I'm playing to win, Joe. You're getting these big picks. I'm playing to win.
Yeah, but you know what? It feels good to be me right now. I'm not gonna win, but it's feeling good.
And it'll feel even better when like something crazy does happen.
Well, you shouldn't, because obviously you had no faith.
It'll feel better for you. And we'll both celebrate.
You know what? For the rest of this thing, I'm going to be picking the big ones. Dragon's Dogma 2.
Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of...
Shooting for the moon.
I'm leaving Savage Starlight to you, just by the way. I'm not picking that sucker. Okay. You know what, Joe? You're right. You're right. I should go with a big one, though. Kingdom Hearts 4.
What the hell is that?
35 or 36.
Oh, 36. Ugh.
Go big or go home, right?
Those games suck. They suck so bad. Kingdom Hearts is so lame.
I know. I've been very upset with Kingdom Hearts.
I didn't actively hate Kingdom Hearts until like I'd used my own money and bought Kingdom Hearts 3, and then we played it through together. Not for the channel,
No, never.
but
Well,
God, it was bad.
I didn't hate Kingdom Hearts until I played Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, like
Because it's
what
like
could?
it just shows you like what an actually good game by like with similar mechanics, with Nomura's involvement actually looks like. So it's like imagine if you had like a few more people on like the Kingdom Hearts team like just supervising that to say, "Hey, can we make this not terrible?" And like they could be making cool good games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that big of a Disney fan either. So I mean, if they could just like stop working with Disney,
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably accounts for most of the sales of any Kingdom Hearts game. The people who will just buy it because it has Disney shit in it.
Yeah.
I'm uh, gonna keep my role and say Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, as
You're right.
unlikely
I
as
should
that
have done that. I
FFR
did I made a mistake.
Part 2.
Okay. I'll join the Dreamers. Project Refantasy.
Oh, that would
Although
be
I
so
do
cool.
think that will be shown at that Sega thing.
Oh yeah, because Sega bought Atlas. God, that's been some time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, when was the last? Okay, when was the last time we heard about Project Refantasy?
Okay, I was doing some research here.
Just now.
So, some of the people involved on the team, I don't remember who, but after like last year, they were saying, okay, so we're finally in a state where we're actually making some progress on the game, and so we hope we can show it after Catherine Full Body releases, and then it was just like nothing since.
Yeah, I mean it's also pandemic. You know,
Yeah.
plans change.
Well, and with that team's luck, remember, so like the thing about how Persona 5 was originally this world tour thing, and then the Japanese, was it the
Oh,
tsunami?
and yeah, after like Fukushima disaster, and it was like, okay, we got to rep like our home country.
Yeah, so then they
We
like
got to make
scrapped the
sure this.
project, started over. And so then
Yeah,
I'm like imagining like the Project Refantasy was like about some sort of global pandemic or something. And they're gonna have to like, oh god damn it, now we gotta scrap the whole thing and make it about whatever else.
yeah. I mean that didn't stop Resident Evil 3 and The Last of Us Part 2.
No, but I don't think, man, I don't know. Them like retooling it to be Persona 5 the way it was just seems bizarre. Like after any event, honestly.
Yeah. You know what? You put me in the mood. Persona 6.
Okay. I don't like you picking all these dreamer options. It makes me look
That
bad.
you could do it, man.
I
You
just
could do it. You could be like me.
don't tempt me.
You could be a loser like me.
I'm a loser, baby. I know because it's like I'm left looking at like all these like pessimistic ones, like release 2021 or no price, no box, and I'm like greater than $500. I'm like, damn it. Um, okay, here we go. Dreamer mode, PS2 backwards compatibility, number 6. I'm taking it.
Um, I'm going to go.
I'm glad that Krista gets a guest star on this episode. Everybody gets to hear a taste.
Of the Mythos.
Yeah.
Um, it's funny. Like I've made for like at some point she said she wanted to be on the Let's Play, do an episode of Carriage Way. So I made her her own avatar. But she's never been on
Nope.
until now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm torn because I think the PS3 backwards compatibility would be the bigger dream, right? But I would
Depends.
be kind of more excited about the PS1 backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Especially if it added a bunch of like enhanced graphical stuff.
Yeah. I honestly think PS1 would get more headlines.
Okay. PS1 backwards compatibility for me.
I want to force you into taking a pessimistic one.
I mean, eventually we're gonna have to.
Yeah, but I'm eyeing one here that I think is probably likely.
Okay.
No next gen exclusive at launch. 44.
Yep. That would suck. I'm gonna go God of War 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the whole bro move.
If all of the awesome ones that I pick happen, and all the crappy ones that you pick because you wanted to win, none of those are true.
In your heart, Isn't it kind of weird that we associate, like, okay, you can either think with your head, you can think with your heart, or you can think with your gut. And it's like all of those are just still like in your brain. Like you're just still thinking about things in your head.
Yeah. I think it's just expressions.
Yeah, I want to force you into taking Beyond Good and Evil 2 because that's
I want to force
boring.
you into taking Savage Starlight.
You took God of War 2.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say partnership with Epic. 34.
Ugh, another boring one, man.
That's not boring. Because here's what I'm envisioning. If there's that, I'm envisioning seeing Ueda's next game.
That would be very, very cool. Actually, that would be, as now that Epic announced that they would be publishing Fumito Ueda of Team Eco, his new game.
So,
I wonder how far along that is.
Would you count it if Ueda's game is there and they have some representative? I think whatever it is, it needs to be some representative from Epic is there saying that they're happy about their future with Sony. Like, I think that's what this entails. But you know what I mean? So if it's just Ueda's game and it shows an Epic logo, I don't think that counts. But
you know what? I would be so excited that I would give it to you.
it wouldn't feel right.
Okay.
But thank you.
The offer's on the table.
I think
okay.
There needs to be an Epic person saying that they're looking forward to their future with Sony.
Okay.
Or PlayStation.
I'm gonna say.
Right, should we go through what's left here? So I got one more row open, so that means there's 10 left. Or maybe you got, how many do you have open, Joe?
5, 6.
Okay. So I'm gonna just read through what we have real quick, just to keep the viewers updated. So we have PS3 backwards compatibility. We have Savage Starlight. We have Dragon Age 4. We have Days Gone 2. We have that the PlayStation 5 is $500 or greater. We have, there's going to be a PC version too. We have a mascot fighting game. We have no price, no box, release date in 2021, and Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Okay. And it's my turn?
Yeah.
PS3 backwards compatibility.
Okay. And then I'm going to take number 19, PC version 2.
Ugh. What bleak universe you think we live in? I'm going to say Days Gone 2.
Forever the Dreamer. I really, really, really doubt that just because it just came out. And
Yeah.
also Last of Us is part 2 is coming out, and it's like such similar aesthetic.
I kind of hope that Days Gone 2, they like go off the rails,
Mm-hmm.
a little more. There was some stuff at the very end of the game that made me think that maybe Days Gone 2 would be quite different.
Yeah. Can we talk about a side bet that you and I made?
Okay.
Remember? So I bet relating to Days Gone 2, Joe and I just, we have conversations outside of the YouTube thing. And I bet that Days Gone 2 will have a dad story at its core. And I'm realizing now that it could mean, I don't mean Deacon as a dad, but that Deacon will be the main character still, and that somewhere in the world you come across your dad who you were estranged
Deacon's
with.
dad.
Yeah, Deacon's
Not
dad.
not our dad.
No. So you come across Deacon's estranged father who's been living in this world, and then you got to like rebuild your relationship with him. So I just randomly bet that. I just think that that's where it's going to be going. And Joe bet against that, says no. So the loser has to pat our own dad on the head.
Oh yeah. And don't I have to say something?
No, that's for another bet. Should I also
Oh,
bring up that side bet?
sure. I'm
But that's
obviously
more
don't
that's
remember
more
so well.
relevant. We'll actually see the fruition of this sooner. So Last of Us Part 2 is coming out. I bet that the Metacritic for The Last of Us Part 2 will be 95 or greater, which means that it will be at or above The Last of Us 1's Metacritic. Joe bet that it'll be 94 or below. So the loser of that bet has to film themselves in selfie mode on their camera saying, "Sincerely, I sacrifice my mind, body, and soul to Neil Druckmann."
We need to say it, and this was my sticking point. We don't have to say it sincerely. We have to say it in a sincere way.
Yes, no smirk, no joking around, just into the camera. I sacrifice myself. Oh, your hand had to also be on your heart.
Yep. Okay.
Actually, my heart's over here on this side. Okay. Sorry. Side tangent. So you picked Days Gone 2.
That's right.
All right. So we have Savage Starlight, Dragon Age 4, PS5, $500 or more. No price, no box, mascot fighting game, released 2021, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'll say release 2021. I've already, quartered myself here.
Yep.
How is it that like half of this game I've been like on the downhill slope of just the bad guy?
Feels bad. Okay. And that's the thing is if you are right in each of these, you'll feel bad again. You're just
it's
hurting
true.
yourself.
It's
Okay.
true.
I'm going to say, Starfield. Even
We already
though
have Starfield.
Howard has gaming's most punchable face.
Joe, we already have Starfield.
We did?
Yeah. We don't have Savage Starlight.
I didn't cross it off. You know what? Savage
I think
Starlight.
I have Starfield. Oh no, wait, no, you
I do.
already do. You have Starfield.
No, I do. I'm dumb. Sorry. I'm gonna do Savage Starlight.
You were gonna force me into that one, so thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm running out of nice ones.
I'm sure someone's angry at me for not picking Dragon Age 4. I'm sure someone's angry about not picking Beyond Good and Evil 2. Those are just so boring to me. And I also mascot fighting game I really don't care about. I gotta go with the weird one though. I'll go with the mascot fighting game. 33.
I mean, it could be cool. I mean, the one of the reasons PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale didn't work out the first time is that they couldn't get the fucking licenses for any like iconic PlayStation characters.
Yeah.
Like they wanted Cloud Strife, and Square Enix was like, no. And
Yeah.
I mean, and that was during the PlayStation 3 generation, and like Sony was taking a beating.
Well, it's so funny that Smash got Cloud then. When
Yeah.
it's like Cloud was never before associated with Nintendo. In fact, like kind of associated with a lot of the downfall of Nintendo in a lot of ways. Not necessarily, I'm not saying that Nintendo is, some fallen king, but, like when you think about the N64 versus the PlayStation 1, yeah, you have your people who act like the N64 is better, but realistically, PS1 sold better, is the more beloved console by more people.
And Final Fantasy VII is a big reason. But I think that was just because the Sakurai, the director of Smash Brothers, was just a big Final Fantasy fan.
And Square Enix is just like, hey, bro, we'll do you a solid. Square Enix is a good bro like that. Always doing bro moves.
So
you gotta start being a bad guy or a boring guy.
I'll do it. I'll take Dragon Age 4. I don't hate Dragon Age. I just think it's not the best.
It's just boring.
It's kind of boring, but like the thing is, I used to love BioWare.
Yeah.
How exciting would that be to have a new good BioWare game?
Yeah, sure.
It's probably not going to happen. But Dragon Age 4 for sure, or like it's supposed to be in development, and it might be at this PlayStation thing.
Man, okay, I'll take Beyond Good and Evil 2. Feels bad. Nah, it just feels so boring.
I'm going to go no price.
And then just so you don't have a redundancy, I'll pick price $500 or greater.
And that leaves me with no box reveal.
Can everybody see that? Oh, Joe, talk in case it's recording that we're just one of us at a time.
Oh.
Bring it up to the camera and then say something.
Something.
I don't think anybody was able to see that.
Well, yeah, Joe, I'm just
take a picture and then.
That it's full.
Oh, okay. Then I'll show everybody that mine is also.
This is where we're at.
Do we want to go read through? I'll just read through my bingo card and then you read through yours.
Okay.
All right. So on my first row, I have Final Fantasy 16, Horizon 2, Silent Hill, Jim Ryan, No VR. On my second row, I have show-enhanced PS4 game, Elden Ring, Ape Escape, No Indies, Resident Evil 8.
See, okay, you started off like me.
Yeah,
you started off, I think and then you got cold feet, and you're like, "Oh my God, none of this is too wishful thing."
I still think that these are still likely in a likely category.
No, but they're likely and fun.
Yeah, and then the rest of them, the rest of the fun ones just seemed so extreme. I didn't think that there was any possibility on a lot of those.
That's fair.
Okay, my next row. Here's where I start. I think I even said I'm going to start getting boring. New Killzone, Knack 3, My Free Space, which is Switch port bagging. Someone Will Apologize for Something. Hey, that's kind of fun. Harry Potter, Kingdom Hearts 4, Project Refantasy.
Oh, the big one.
Backwards compatibility. No next-gen exclusive at launch. Partnership with Epic. There's a PC version announced alongside something. release 2021. There will be a mascot fighting game. Beyond Good and Evil 2 will be there, and then the PS5 price will be greater than $500. Happy bingo, everybody.
Reading back is that you weren't nearly as dour as I remembered, or as it seemed like when we were picking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have Demon Souls remake, Ratchet and Clank, Kojima Productions game, Mark Cerny. I was just thinking of I was trying to think of like a meme to reference, and then I thought about it, and then I decided not to.
Yeah, it's it's too easy.
Or it's just nonsensical. Because I don't even understand why he's in a tub. I don't even understand
that meme. I was thinking the ear meme.
Oh yeah, or the ear meme, or that makes more sense to me, because he was asking for pictures of people's ears, he's some weird ear fetishist. But the bathtub thing, I have no idea what that means.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's
okay.
rooted in something.
Half-Life Alyx for PlayStation VR, Starfield, Dragon Quest XII, Spider-Man 2, Ready at Dawn game, Metal Gear Solid remake, Gran Turismo 7, a Sony first-party Japanese role-playing game. Then my free space, you will for sure see PC port begging, especially on Resetera. The phrase "trying times" will be said verbatim. Dragon's Dogma 2, Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, Persona 6, PlayStation 1 backwards compatibility, God of War 2, PlayStation 3 backwards compatibility, Days Gone, Savage Starlight, Dragon Age 4, no price announced, no box reveal.
Okay. I mean, what's kind of crazy is how many sequels we have.
Well, it's hard to predict. Like
a new IP.
It's I knew that Frog Jumper 3000 was going to be announced by.
But I mean, number 2 sequels. I think it goes to show you, that argument about how there's new IP doesn't work anymore. You can't have new IP. You've heard this before, haven't you?
Yeah, Easy Access.
Yeah, they'd made that argument before, but you actually look at a lot of these things that we're expecting to possibly be there, and it's all direct sequels to new IP, or essentially
from this current
hard
generation
reboots, with Horizon 2, Days Gone 2, God of War 2, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, good point.
Dragon's Dogma 2, although not Sony, and then and also not from last gen, but
yeah.
So how do you feel?
I have no idea. I don't want to get my expectations too out of whack. Before the channel, we would before any E3, Jacob and I would make up a list of 20 predictions, and there were years when none of them were correct, none of them, and our hopes were dashed, and we just walked away just feeling icky. I just want to see some cool shit. I want to be hyped. I want to be excited about the future of video games. I want to be, because right now I just have no idea, or very little idea, about what I want to see the roadmap of video gaming for the next 5, 6, 7 years. And I want it to be exciting.
Well, and I think the fun part about this leading up to an event like this, and we go through all these, is we know that we're not going to get a blackout on these bingo cards. We know that not all of these things are going to be there, but there's the possibility that these things will be there. And I think in some ways it's just having that that hope of something that's possible. It's like buying a lottery ticket or, gambling. It's like, there's a chance that this thing could be there, and it's almost more exciting, that feeling before, your slot machine rollers stop. It's like that feeling right before they stop is the most exciting part of the whole experience. Not that I gamble, but
So when I knew Jacob had a gambling problem, this is that moment.
And you just chase that high, and you just then you blink and $20,000 down the drain, and you got a loan shark trying to break your legs. But it's like that, just like that feeling right before you fall into the pool from jumping in the diving board. It's just like that anticipation of what that is often the best part of the whole experience.
Yeah.
So,
and very rarely the experience itself exceeds all expectations. I'm thinking of Sony's E3 2015 presentation where they announced Final Fantasy VII Remake and The Last Guardian and Shenmue 3 and Horizon Zero Dawn and Uncharted 4, or showed Uncharted 4 for the first time. And it was,
and there was like cool things like World of Final Fantasy.
But it was so exciting, and then their E3 2016 presentation was so exciting, and I don't think any presentation has been nearly as exciting since. I mean, that was such a, I don't know.
I mean, for sure the closest was 2016 was also another excellent year where I just like that anticipation with the live orchestra building up to the and then then that woman like
Bear McCreary. Okay, if Jacob isn't just pretending to be a chimpanzee, if anybody hasn't seen it, like, I would just recommend it as a piece of entertainment. Just find Sony's E3 2016 presentation and just watch it like a movie. And I think it holds up as a movie. It's so good.
It's also fun to rewatch with like easy allies over the top.
Yeah, to see people respond to just like the production and the announcements, and it's
Especially, I think something like watching easy allies over the top is important if like you don't have a lot of context for what is maybe a big deal and what isn't, because it can be kind of fun. It's like why sports announcers exist, is to like here's what's going on, here's this is what's exciting, like listen to them cheer. And so like if you're just watching it, you could maybe feel the hype of it build, but I think it's more fun when you have somebody there to see, like a laugh track or like a sports announcer to say, this is what's a big deal, this is what you can snooze through. It's like, because to see like their excitement over it enhances your excitement, if you're not, especially if you're not familiar with it. Or two, because so much time has passed that you feel kind of desensitized to some of it, where it's like, oh yeah, I played God of War, or oh yeah, that game wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, or whatever. But at that point in time, it's this preserved like segment of like a reaction of what we all felt, when it was, we didn't know how this final thing is the final product would be. We just were all excited to see this together.
So long story short, Jacob really likes YouTube reaction videos.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing ever, for sure. Like Australians react to like American TV, or like teens react to old people. Like, I love that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I think it is.
I'm joking.
But I think the reason like those videos are as successful as they are, because it's like sharing your most favorite thing with somebody that you know, and it's sort of like vicariously experiencing again for the first time. It's like the closest you're going to get to experiencing that thing that you love for the first time,
Mhm.
is introducing it to somebody else and them loving it too,
Yeah.
or having some sort of reaction. And kind of YouTube has like bottled that and packaged it in a convenient way. So like you're like to trigger that same sort of like dopamine um, response, because like I like I'll find, you know, like video game let's plays. It's like, okay, I'm gonna skip ahead just to see what they thought of this, this thing that blew my mind, you know, and or like if you want to see a bunch of people cry, let's players playing To the Moon.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
or you you might also lead to being frustrated when like people like don't care about something like you do. And it's like I've seen that before where it's like, oh man, gotta wait to see, Kyle Bossman get to this moment in this game, and then it's like he plays it and then like just no commentary, or like he's talking about something else, he's distracted, doesn't even pick up on it. He's talking about Pokemon or something. And you're like, God.
yeah, I mean that's the reason like I like I have a hard time going back to like I used to listen to the Giant Bomb cast. The guys just talk about video games, but they're so fucking like too cool for everything. It's like, man, whoa, this is really cool. What did these guys think? It's like, this is stupid. If you like this, you're stupid. What a waste of time. Why am I here? Like, come on, come on, dude. Like, just you may, just appreciate that it's a cool thing. Even if it's not your thing, or don't if you don't have anything to say, don't say it. But like this sort of attitude, like there's nothing to ever be excited about in video games.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, it's like I can't, like, I understand that they have their audience and that's obviously how they feel. It just I like I can't listen to that anymore. Like, it's just like fucking learn to love something about life. And maybe the only thing that they love is being too cool for everything.
Yeah, that's an enjoyment unto itself for sure.
Yeah, it's one that's hard to appreciate from the outside.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's just so many segments of the internet and YouTube and podcasts that are just like infuriating because I mean, like everybody has their own tastes, and then you get the people who then also always have to interject. Well, variation is the spice of life. Aren't you glad that they don't like all the same things you do? And it's like, well, okay, sure. But also like to be told that like anybody who likes this is gutter trash. Anybody who, thinks video games have good stories is just a complete idiot. It's just like, must be from the flyover states. It's just like, shut up, you friggin' idiot. Like, why do you gotta go and like diss somebody else? I mean, that's why I always defend, I defend people who, they're, if all you play is Call of Duty, like, that's fine, like, that's what you're into. You like hanging out with your friends, it's a way for you to decompress. If that's what you come to it for, good on you. It's there for you.
You're a huge fan of Nickelback.
Yeah, honestly, hey,
more power
like,
to you.
hey, we all liked the song Rockstar. You know what I mean? We all liked it. It's fine. We all had that as a ringtone at one point in our lives. It's good,
Um, I feel like extra garbage because we just got done railing against the same sort of attitude.
I know, like saying like Beyond Good and Evil 2 and like Dragon Age 4 is just boring. Well, hey, honestly, if you like those games, you're boring, and that's cool. It's cool that you're boring. You must be from one of the flyover states, just really pleasant folk. Boring. Go eat your potatoes.
I don't know. I don't know if Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be boring.
Honestly, if someone were to come up to me and said that their favorite game was Beyond Good and Evil, I wouldn't, no disrespect, like it's one of those things where it's like, hey, that's cool, like you clearly you saw something in it that
Did you play it?
A little bit, you know. I haven't really played enough to like make a determination. It was just kind of like, you know, it like with like you and my favorite platformers, Jack and Daxter, the first Jack and Daxter. We liked that more than Super Mario 64. You know, and most people would scream at us for that. You know, but we see something in it that those people don't. You know, so same with like Beyond Good and Evil or.
Well, like it's a Beyond Good and Evil one. I played like half of it. So you know I didn't finish it, but like it was a game that like on paper I should have loved. Like it was doing everything that I wanted a game to do, but like for some reason it didn't come together in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and maybe it was just like where my headspace was, but it just felt like I should be loving this, and it's only just okay for me at that time. But like I go through weird moods. So like it's from that perspective, like I'm a little cool on Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and also there's just a lot of baggage there now. Like with like, it's not really a game in the style of Beyond Good and Evil 1. It's
like a weird MMO thing, like in an infinite universe, No Man's Sky style.
Yeah, and like crowd made, like made by like having like assets and things made by fans, right?
Yeah, that maybe. Yeah, that was such a weird thing.
That,
I mean,
like,
that seemed like a corporate buzzword for that year. Is like crowdsourcing was supposed to be the future of video games, and then like Ubisoft jumped on that because like some executive at Ubisoft thought that was
well, like wasn't it like Joseph Gordon-Levitt or what's his name like was promoting it too?
Yeah,
His
I don't even know
company.
if that website or that like online community is even still around.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well,
why are we talking about things we're not excited about?
Truly, yeah. Well, hopefully during this recording, Krista hasn't said out loud any credit card numbers or anything, and so your identity doesn't get stolen.
That would require somebody to have watched this.
And honestly, if anybody's watching Carriage Way, they're just gutter trash. You know what I mean? Because honestly, that show is just like a hot pile of vomit. Not a hot pile of garbage. That's something else.
Hi, Jackson.
Anyway, well, we should sign off, and please be excited, in the words of Shinji Hashimoto, for the PlayStation event on Thursday, June 4th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. You can count on Joe and I watching it, so maybe you'll even hear us screaming with excitement or crying with tears of sadness and disappointment. If you're in the area or vicinity of Montana, you'll hear us. We'll be so loud. The reactions.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not gonna be streaming our live reactions. We're gonna be screaming.
Yeah. We want to make sure you can hear us though.
It's the analog version.
That's the caveman version.
Saber-toothed tigers.
Yeah, I can totally imagine cavemen like watching a mammoth, like two mammoths mate.
I did
just live reacting over the top.
Oh, it does not seem like she's happy about this one.
No.
But what do you think, Grog?
Earth. All right, everybody. Happy bingo season. Happy PlayStation 5. We'll see you next time.
Bye.